Hi, this is Drake Dawson with Safari Unlimited. So we're doing a little lake management here this week. We're taking care of some beavers. We have quite a beaver problem in our lake always, muskrats also, but we got 3 beavers today. So one kind of average size beaver, probably about a 50-pounder, a couple of smaller kits, you know, maybe this year's beaver. So I'm going to kind of take you through the process and on how we just skin these out pretty simply. I'll cut back and forth, but basically we'll utilize everything. We're going to take the skins. We're making a big king size bedspread for one of our rooms, and we'll eat all the meat. The meat's actually delicious. Just got to take the glands out of the back of the legs, but tastes a lot like pot roast. The tail, you can't eat the tail. It's not the best thing in the world. I mean, it's kind of like that part of a pork steak where you is it gristle, is it fat, is it meat, and you kind of chew on it. That's kind of what a beaver tail tastes like. It's kind of very fatty. And in the days of old, the trappers used to eat the tails basically for the fat content. So we'll eat them. They're kind of a novelty. We'll let the clients try them. But as far as something that's just being delicious, it's just really not. You can barbecue them. The skin will come off the tail, and you roast them. And then as long as you kind of render down that fat, they're pretty good. What I'm going to do though is basically I'm going to cut off all the legs on this beaver to start with. I'm going to make a cut all the way through the top of the beaver, and then I'm going to basically skin it out, stretch it out. The big one's basically a blanket, a beaver blanket. I'll do the same on these smaller ones. Not as much to them, but they go really quickly. So you can kind of see out here, Sarah will kind of pan you over the lake here. Hunter's on this piece of ice there, but ice today kind of breaking up. But so kind of easy to see where the beavers are working. We've got about 8 traps set, so we'll catch a bunch more tomorrow, hopefully, if we can outsmart them. So I'll get on with my process and we'll catch up with you here in a minute. Okay, back here with the beavers, got these done. I've got my beaver skin here. You'll see this blanket, so when it's tanned, it'll look similar to this. It's got a really nice coat on it. I've got the other 2 smaller ones too. I've got them hanging them, let them dry out a little bit. And then we'll just stick them in the freezer and send them to the, I'm not gonna stretch or dry them. I'm just gonna send them to the tannery just like that. So it costs a little more, but it saves some time. Some of the main cuts we've got from the beavers here, really the back legs are really nice. You can see this, a lot of nice meat on this. I've removed the glands. There's a gland behind these legs. Also the front legs and the back straps of the beaver here. So all of those will be nice. I'll do a little nicer job on those when we get them back to the house. But those will be really good. And I like to parboil the beavers. So I'll parboil that, kind of get a little bit more of that fat cooked off of it. And then once I kind of drain that fat off, and then I will turn them into a pot roast, or basically is the best way to do it. I really like a pot roast. The back straps, you can do a little something different to those. But beaver's excellent, high in protein. It's got some fat in it, but cut it out and cook it up, and absolutely delicious. So they only eat willow branches and, you know, whatever kind of tree branches they have around, birch in some areas, and aspen, I guess, and whatever, sycamore. But where we're at, they just eat the willow branches. So this is Drake Dawson with Safari Unlimited. Can you handle the adventure?